Hi, ladies. We need to talk about how we find ourselves constantly living in fight or flight mode, or even rarely living in the present moment. We are rarely grounded into feeling ourselves. So, today in the morning, as my daughter set off to go to school, she tells me, "Bye, mommy, I love you." And I go by, "I love you too." And she went to school. Then shortly, I think like 5-10 minutes later, the gas man comes for gas inspections in my house. So I let him in, and as he's doing his things, I am busy organizing around. And when he was done, he goes, "Oh, thank you. I'm done with everything. So have a lovely day." And my reply was like, "I love you too." So this man stood there staring at me, and he just turns and walks out of the house. And I just followed him behind and slammed the door. But he was turning and looking and shaking his head, and I didn't realize what I had told him. Then it dawned on me, I'm like, why is he looking at me like that? Then I'm like, hang on a minute. I just realized I told this man, "I love you too." I didn't mean it. I didn't even know I had said it to a stranger I don't even know. Poor man had come to do his job. So this brings me to thinking we really need to pause. We need to come back home and ground ourselves to doing us. Sometimes when I come back home, what I do is I throw my bag on the kitchen table, go wash my hands by the sink, then I go in the fridge, start looking for what am I preparing for dinner, or is there drinking water? Do I need to distill water? I go in the dishwasher to take out things and put them away. I'll go to the washing machine, check if the laundry is done, and I go spreading the laundry. I am just all over the place. It's just doing something on the move, on the move, on the move. Then by the time I sit down, I have done everything in the house and I am so exhausted. That is when I sit down to have my dinner. That's when I sit down to have my dinner. Then the next thing is you have to organize kids, put them to bed, start organizing for whatever they're having tomorrow in the morning, their uniforms, their clothes, or putting laundry in the dishwasher again. And you're always on the move, always on the move. You're hardly awake. You are hardly present. Now, like for me today, I probably was still sleepy, but I am just answering back unconsciously. I didn't even mean it. You can imagine the shame. I told a poor man that I love him too. I don't even know him. And he's a married man. And he's probably thinking, what's wrong with this woman? And to make matters worse, my partner has not been home like for 2 months. He's gone out of the country to run a few errands. So I'm thinking, what's going on with me? I've been on the run, on the move, by myself, doing children, doing housing, doing everything. You can imagine you're thinking about everything, the letters coming in, the bills coming in, doing laundry, you're thinking of grocery, cooking for the kids, school meetings, you need to think of finances, work, everything. You're alone. So sometimes when I tell my family that, oh, I'm going on holiday, I'm going this, I'm going this, and they're like, oh, why don't you just save that money and do something important with it other than wasting it going on holiday here, going on holiday there? We need that holiday. We honestly need it. I need it. I need once in a while to go away, stay in a hotel, not even Airbnb, because I want to stay in a hotel where I wake up to breakfast, dinner, my laundry is being done, My bed is being laid for me. I'm sleeping in clean sheets without lifting a finger. Because even Airbnb is just an extension of homework. Yeah? So ladies, we need to think about that self-love. We don't need to forget ourselves. You can imagine we're now I'm now talking things that I don't mean. I'm not even present enough to think of whatever I'm saying or think of what I say before I bring it out. It's so embarrassing. Poor man is doing his job. I hope that is not some kind of crime, some kind of harassment, because I didn't mean it. I didn't even know I said it. It's just when I had the realization, I'm like, oh, why was he staring at me like that? And I realized I told poor man what he didn't want to hear. But anyways, I just want to advise ladies, we need to pause for a moment. We need to think about our self-love. We need to ground ourselves and live into present moment. Otherwise, this modern world is taking us running up and down like crazy people. Anyways, thanks for listening to my ranting. If anyone finds it helpful, please think of yourself. Think of the self-love, self-care. It's never selfish, but very helpful. Until next time, thank you for listening and bye.